What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com. And before we get started, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Now, for this video, I'm going to go over all of the Air Jordan release dates for July. As you guys know, many release dates have been pushed back, and it's very possible that a good amount of shoes in this video will be pushed back as well. So in the case that it does, there's a link in the description below which will take you to SneakerFiles.com. That link will actually take you to the Air Jordan release dates page, which will have all the dates updated as well as many future dates. Also, in upcoming videos, I'll make sure to keep you guys updated on any release date change. And now, let's get into it. The first shoe I want to talk about is the Air Jordan 3 Varsity Royal. Now, originally this pair dropped on June 26, however, it was overseas. Now, for a stateside release, there's a rumor going around that it could possibly take place in July, but I've also heard some people saying that they won't arrive until October, so quite a big difference there. But I did want to include this pair in July's video just in case it does drop, but this is more along the lines of a possible release. The retail price will be $190. The second pair that's rumored to release in July is the Air Jordan 3 Women's Laser Orange. Now, this pair was just unveiled by Jordan Brand, and it's part of their Fall 2020 collection. However, there's a lot of shoes that were featured that will release during the summer. Now, it is rumored that this pair will release in July. However, it's possible that a release could take place in August. Also, this is a women's exclusive release. Currently, I don't know the size range on them. I don't know if it's going to be available in preschool and toddler sizes as well, but the retail price will be $190. The first hyped release for the month that actually has a date is the Air Jordan 14 Gym Red, aka Toro. This pair, amongst many others in this video, have been pushed back, but the date is locked in. Now, the release date is July 2nd, so that will be tomorrow, and they'll be available in full family sizing. So men's sizes will cost $190, grade school will cost $140, preschool is priced at $80, and toddler sizing will cost you $60. What's a little bit weird to me, the Air Jordan 14 isn't a loved shoe by many. It does have a small but strong following. This is actually my favorite shoe, but I have a weird feeling that this pair is going to sell out. There's a ton of people that want this colorway. I know on the last several Air Jordan 14s that released, most of them went on sale, excluding the Dornbecker. Not even a week ago, images leaked of the Air Jordan 8 GS Pink Sickle. Now, I went over the shoe in the news video, and the release date is July 3rd. However, it's very possible that they won't actually release on July 3rd. I looked around at several release calendars for retailers, and I didn't see the shoe listed. July 3rd would be Friday, so I'm starting to think that this pair won't actually release on July 3rd, but sometime later on in the month or even in August. Like I mentioned, this is a GS pair, so they're only releasing in kid sizing, and the retail price will be $140. Currently, I don't know if preschool and toddler sizing will be available. Recently, official images of the Air Jordan 6 K54 leaked, and this is actually somewhat weird. A release date is somewhat scheduled for July 4th. Now, I'm going to talk more on that in a second, but there's also another Air Jordan 6 that is expected to release, as well as the Air Jordan 1 Low. Now, it's possible that one or both might be scrapped. Images has yet to leak. However, as you guys know, the news does move somewhat fast in the sneaker community, so by the time this video goes live, it's possible that we get a first look. Now, this pair will be releasing in full family sizing. However, I only have the retail price for the men's in grade school sizing. So the men's pair will retail at $200, and then the grade school will cost $140. And the release date is July 4th. Now, July 4th is this weekend, and I've been seeing that date floating around, so I decided to look around, and if you go to Foot Locker's release calendar, they actually have the Air Jordan 6 K54 listed to release on July 4th. However, only the kids sizing. So either this is an error or they have yet to add in the men's sizing. Just know that, again, it's very possible that they won't actually drop on July 4th, but later on in the month. Also releasing soon is the Air Jordan 5 Alternate Grape. I've actually seen some retailers calling them purple grapes. Definitely more of a fan of the alternate grape nickname. And this is another pair that I actually think will sell out. There seems to be quite a bit of hype for them, and I believe at the time of shooting this video, Finish Line is allowing you to enter their raffle. I might be wrong on that, or it might be too late, but a few days ago when I checked, I did see it. Also, this pair appears to only be releasing in men's sizing. I couldn't find any grade school sizing listed anywhere, and this isn't the only pair that's dropping this month that's a men's exclusive. For those that want to grab this pair, they drop on July 7th, and the retail price will be $190. I know the Air Jordan 11 Low IE isn't a pair that a lot of people love, and when you think of the Air Jordan 11, this shoe probably doesn't come up. However, this is another model that, in my opinion, does have a strong following, at least from what I've seen. And then with the upcoming release of the Black Cement pair, which obviously is inspired by the Air Jordan 3, I do feel that this pair has potential. I personally like them, and I wouldn't go as far as saying they're going to sell out, just because in previous years, the Air Jordan 11 Low IE typically went on sale. Now, this is the second pair that appears to be a men's exclusive release, so only releasing in men's sizing, and the retail price will be $170. Also, I've seen retailers have this shoe listed, and I know we haven't seen too many photos, so July 9th is possible. You guys know how these last couple months have been with releases. The Air Jordan 11 Low Concord will finally release. This pair has also had several release date changes, and they're also known as Concord Sketch. Now, as Jordan Brand writes it, this pair resembles that of a sketch Tinker Hatfield did back in the day when he was designing the Air Jordan 11. So they're bringing that pair to life with this shoe. And I'll say this, I believe that the bigger sizes on this pair will sell out, being a women's release, but they drop on July 10th. Retail price for the women's sizing is $185. Preschool sizing will cost $80, and toddler sizing will retail at $60. And the size range is a women's 5, which is a men's 3.5, and then they'll go up to a women's 12, which is a men's 10.5. Also part of Jordan Brand's fall collection is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Light Smoke Gray, or just called Smoke Gray. Now, it appears that this pair has had a set release date for months now. I remember when details originally leaked on this shoe that July 11th was the date, and it's still the date, which is surprising to me. Hopefully by me stating that, it doesn't mess things up, because this pair I do want to pick up. Now, at first I thought it was somewhat ugly, but it has grown on me. And the reason why this color blocking is used, I'm not sure if this actually helps, but according to Nike's write-up on the shoe, this Air Jordan 1 High OG honors Jordan Brand's heritage by using familiar colors in a new way. Honestly, that doesn't give us much, but July 11th is the release date. Retail price for men's sizing is $170, and grade school sizing will cost $130. Unfortunately, they won't be releasing in preschool or toddler sizing. Halfway through the month and on my birthday, the Jordan Why Not 0.3 SE in Flash Crimson will release. This pair comes dressed in a cell black Spruce Aurora in Flash Crimson colorway, and the pair is similar to that of the Why Not 0.3. However, the SC edition is a bit slimmer, at least it looks that way, and they also use cables on the forefoot and ankle. So if this is something you're interested in purchasing, the release date is July 15th, and the retail price will be $130. Jordan Brand also recently showcased the Air Jordan 12 University Gold, which is part of their fall collection. Now, the pair features a very simple and clean colorway, just utilizing black and University Gold. Now, I know I've mentioned this several times in previous videos, but this colorway mimics that of Gary Payton's Air Jordan 12 away PE that he wore when he played for the Lakers during the 2003-2004 NBA season. Other than the personalized branding, the only difference appears to be black on the top two eyelets. A release date is scheduled for July 18th, and this pair is releasing in full family sizing. So we got men's sizing priced at $190, grade school sizing will cost $140, preschool is priced at $80, and toddler sizing is priced at $60. One of the last expected releases to take place in July is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Japan Neutral Gray. This is another pair that was part of Jordan Brand's unveiling for fall 2020. And for those that don't know, this pair originally released as a Japan exclusive back in 2001. Now, according to Jordan Brand's write-up, it reads, "In Japan only, this iteration of the Air Jordan 1 will be sold in exclusive silver suitcases numbered 1 through 2020. This is new information to me, at least when they put out this article, and it's just like the original release, they also came with a suitcase. Now, if you're a fan of the shoe, don't worry, there still will be a global release. However, they just won't come with a suitcase. Now, at the time of shooting this video, July 25th is when they're expected to release. Very possible that the release gets pushed back, and the retail price will be $170. The last expected release for the month of July is the Off-White Air Jordan 4 in sale. Now, there's not really much to report on or even include in this video other than the stuff I mentioned in previous videos, but this pair does have a placeholder date for July 25th. When that date was sent out, it was labeled as a placeholder date, so more than likely, if anything gets pushed back, my money would be on this pair. Also, this is a women's exclusive release, but they will release in extended sizing. As soon as I get the breakdown on the size range and what they go up to, I'll make sure to put that in a following video. Like I mentioned, July 25th is the current release date, and the retail price will be $200. And that does it for the July Air Jordan release dates video. Like I mentioned early on, it's very possible that multiple releases could be pushed forward or back, and in the case that it does, there will be a link in the description below which will take you to SneakerFiles.com, specifically the Air Jordan release dates page, where everything will be updated there. Also, I'll make sure to include it in the next video. A few decent releases for the month of July, however, in my opinion, I don't feel that it's as strong as some of the previous months, but there is a handful of shoes that are releasing in July that were expected to release in June, and I'm sure there's going to be a few releases in the month of July that will actually release in August. But moving forward, let me know in the comment section below which pairs you plan on picking up this month. For me, I think I'm going to keep it simple, definitely getting those Air Jordan 14s. I might get the Air Jordan 5 alternate grape, and I'm going to go after the Air Jordan 1 High OG light smoke gray, as well as the Air Jordan 1 High OG Japan in neutral gray. Like always, I appreciate you guys for watching, and before I get out of here, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Again, thanks for watching, stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.